A Critical Role Critmas special, a long-awaited Warhammer 40k return, and D&D shuts down an underperforming video game.
It's done. Shut it down.
Welcome to our 5 for Friday, our weekend news rundown. It was a quiet week this week, something about there being some holidays or something, so we only have 4 stories, but they're all good ones. Today we're talking about Critical Role, Warhammer 40k, and Pokémon TCG Pocket. Now, if you like these kinds of news videos, be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons so we can keep making them. Now, on to the news. Critical Role aired its Daggerheart Critmas special last week, showcasing the finished version of their Daggerheart tabletop RPG system. Now, there were some bumps in the road as they stuck with theater in the mind instead of using maps and miniatures, and that came off a bit rough during the combat-heavy second half. While Matt and the rest of the cast seemed to work around it, the combat spotlight and the lack of minis was probably not the ideal choice to soothe fears that Daggerheart is rules light and not fully structured and fleshed out as a tabletop RPG combat system. Now, the show itself went off the rails incredibly early, as one could expect from a one-shot, as all the kids gathered at the house of Laura's character and her dad, the mayor, for what turned out to be a Christmas swingers key party, which they all found out when they opened the mysterious wooden box given to them by Laura's Uncle Pelvis, which included Matt Mercer doing an Elvis accent. That box turned them all into weird Christmas monsters, like Liam's character becoming a ripped Krampus, and Marisha's character becoming some kind of reindeer jackalope. The box opening released a trapped fairy creature who froze the house and their swinger parents, and they spent the rest of the episode fighting her minions and trying to get her back in the box so they could undo the damage and restore their parents, trying everything from talking to her to fighting her, to Travis's character trying to get high with her before they finally succeeded. All in all, it was amazing to see their characters and their transformed versions in the new artwork, and the cast clearly loved just how far off the rails Matt was willing to let this live show go. So, while it may not have been the best showcase for Daggerheart the game system, it was one of the most entertaining live shows yet in terms of just laughing and cast chemistry.
This was a mistake. We know. We knew from the beginning.
Warhammer 40k has revealed a brand new Fulgrim figure, showcasing the Daemon Primarch in all his serpentine glory. Fulgrim is the leader of the Emperor's Children, a group of space marines who betrayed the Imperium of Man during the Horus Heresy. Now, we've known for a bit that the Emperor's Children, which are still around as Chaos Space Marines, would be coming back in 2025, but this week's reveal officially confirmed that we'd be getting the game's 4th Daemon Primarch back in the present day next year. Now, Fulgrim, along with Mortarion, Angron, and Magnus, were all Daemon Primarchs with miniatures in early editions of Warhammer 40k. With Fulgrim's return, all 4 of those minis have been updated into centerpiece miniatures, serving both as impressively dangerous and deadly units on the battlefield and just being really freaking cool to look at. Fulgrim's arrival also teases moving some Warhammer 40k plotlines forward. Not only is he the latest Primarch to return to the game, making that 6 Primarchs now back in the present day, he's also carrying Fireblade, Ferrus Manus' sword, along with what appears to be the last Crone sword, which would help awaken the Eldari goddess of death if someone could just get it off of his snake hands. We'll see what impact Fulgrim has on Warhammer 40k when he's released alongside with the Emperor's Children next year. Wizards of the Coast is twilighting its much-maligned Dark Alliance video game. Dark Alliance's servers will be shut down in early 2025, although offline modes will still be available to the people who played that game. The multiplayer game was intended as a live service, mission-based game similar in scope to Destiny, but it failed, largely due to clunky gameplay and a lack of real playability or fun. It was not very good. Honestly, it was kind of a surprise that Dark Alliance lasted this long. I kind of thought it had shut down a while back, as the game only really served as a warning why Wizards shouldn't try to develop its own Baldur's Gate on its own.
Oh no, not again.
And finally, Pokémon TCG Pocket has launched several events and giveaways to end the year. Between now and the new year, players who log in will get free Mythical Island packs and other goodies like pack hourglasses. The game is also running a new Mass Outbreak event focused on electric-type Pokemon, including Zapdos EX. So if you like collecting cards and trying to build your deck, you should probably log into that game every day. Well, that's all the news stories that we have for you today. Let us know what your favorite story was in the comment section, and don't forget to like and subscribe to Above the Table.